Hey guys, Burrsake here, and welcome to a monthly update. Monthly, quote unquote. So right now it is 6/4/2021, almost 9 in the morning. Just want to give you guys a little context for what time it is. I don't even know why. There's really no point. And you may see that we have a video playing in the background. This is just one of our more recent, I think it's episode 15 of Rogue Legacy 2. I just wanted something so you guys wouldn't be totally bored of me just talking to you like a dummy. But yeah, so first, let's start out. I wanted to say thank you for all the love and attention we've been getting on the YouTube videos. It's been pretty great. A lot better than I expected coming back. I was expecting like 1 view a video and it was me making sure that encoded properly. That's what I was expecting, so I do appreciate the love and support. And don't be surprised if I get lost watching this video, by the way. It's just like something moving catching my eye. It's working quite magically. I can't stop staring at it. But anyway, I really did want to say thank you so much, and I appreciate all of the love and support. And yeah, I mean, that's about it on the YouTube front. There's really not much else to say. I do have some new videos coming up, but I have a 3-part thing I'm talking about here, so we'll talk about that at the end. Yes, I did write a script, and by writing a script, I mean I wrote 3 sentences for me to base my conversation off of, and one was YouTube channel feelings, smile. So thanks. You guys have been doing great. I love it. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the comments. Hold on, let me go on my other freaking monitor real quick. By the way, having this in the background is actually pretty cool because it gives me like, I don't know, it's distracting. I was literally just pulling up comments to thank people. So I just wanted to specifically go out of my way to thank my buddy Newbie, to thank one of the new subscribers, Greenux. He's been watching Isaac content. Brian Garcia's, of course. And Bumblebear doesn't comment on here, but I know he watches the videos because he messages me in Discord, and I want to thank him as well. Those are the main people that comment or let me know that they're watching. Other people, of course, you also are very much thanked, and I appreciate it a lot. Anyway, let me pull up my script, quote unquote. Again, now it says personal stuff, so let's talk about personal stuff. So in 2020, I really fell out of doing YouTube. And it wasn't lack of love or anything like that. It was more just personal. Like, I was unhappy with myself. I was unhappy with a lot of things that were going on. I had a bunch of falling out with friends. Not necessarily like bad falling out, like not like a messy breakup or something like that, right? But just like, I don't know, none of us played the same games anymore, and it was just kind of it was really sad, right? Because you know, when you have like a dedicated group of friends that you play games with regularly, it always feels really nice to, well, play games with them. And I fell out of touch with quite a few friends, and it was quite sad for me. And it kind of killed my ambition to want to do YouTube. I started to go into more multiplayer-focused content on Twitch, which isn't even a bad thing. But I learned a valuable lesson with that too. And it's not to any fault of my friends, but people just naturally, not necessarily grow apart. I'm not saying I've grown apart from my friends. I'm saying that people naturally do different things, right? Like, you can only play a game for so long before either you get bored of it, or your interest grows into a competitive interest and theirs is into a casual, or, you know, a million different reasons why you'd quit playing games with people. And I've been kind of in one of those moments for a little bit now. But that doesn't mean I'm not playing games with my friends. I still have my friends. We still do stuff all the time, etc. But yeah, so one of my reasons for coming back to YouTube is I really missed making videos. Oh my god, I can't stop watching this background. Okay, eyes on the webcam. But I really missed making videos, and I don't know. There's something really special about commentating over gameplay that I really missed. Like, on Twitch you kind of do commentary, but it's extremely light, especially in multiplayer. You almost do no commentary in multiplayer. You just focus on either competitive stuff by calling out like numbers and damage and rotations and stuff like that, or you it's rarely like commentary about the game. It can just be like, I don't know. It's just never commentary about the game. I don't really know what else to say about that. So, like, one thing that I really miss is I missed that, right? Like, I love talking. I mean, as you probably know if you watch my videos, all I do is talk. I never shut up. which can be a good or bad thing depending. And I really missed having that potential to just like talk to people about the games I'm playing and like my thoughts and my feelings and what's going on. And I missed some of the connections that I had with the people on YouTube, so I decided to come back and do some more. um I hadn't done one of these channel update videos in a really long time. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna see if I can type in update and see if it pops up. Update. 4/3/2020, quote unquote monthly update. Oof. There's no way that's true. That might be true though. So that's over a year without a monthly update video. Matter of fact, a year and 2 months. But yeah, so these quote unquote monthly update videos obviously don't come out often enough. And I just thought I'd do another one for you guys. So you kind of have my idea what I'm thinking, what I plan on doing and stuff like that. And I guess that's all I really have for personal stuff. Me and the wife are doing great. We have our cute cat. If you're at all interested in that, can post pictures. I love my kitty. He's adorable. And he's a sweetheart too. Freaking love that cat. One of our other cats had passed away, unfortunately, and it was really sad. It was really stressful for my wife too, because it was like her personal first like animal since we had been out on our own. Like, it's her first cat that was like hers, so it was really personal for her. And that was like a giant like emotional thing where we had to go through her emotions and my emotions, and we had to like grieve over it, and we both grieve in completely different ways, so we had to like learn to help each other through it, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like, grieving is very complex and stuff like that. And I guess since we're still on the topic of personal stuff, I haven't really been, I mean, I don't want to make this a sad sob story, okay? But I haven't really been in contact with much of my family here lately. We've just all been on different wavelengths and conversations and all kinds of stuff. People have been busy. COVID happened, still is happening, really. And COVID's been a whole freaking thing, man. It's caused like some crazy feelings in my heart and my brain. Luckily, I'm vaccinated now, and so is my wife, and we've been through like the 14-day waiting period. So we're quote unquote vaccinated gamers. But of course, a lot of people don't have that privilege. Some people are denying that privilege and not doing it at all, which is very unfortunate. I mean, I can kind of understand not wanting to put foreign stuff in your body, but I still think it's important that we get this done for all the, people who have passed away because of it, and just because it's going to help life, eventually return to a hopefully quote unquote normal state eventually. But COVID's been really stressful, man. You wouldn't believe it, but not being able to live a normal life, kind of a really big detriment. Just can't do the stuff you do before. I couldn't really see my one of the reasons me and my parents have kind of had a falling out. Well, at least me and my mother. Me and my father, he lives pretty far away, so obviously it's a little bit harder to have a falling out with him because all our conversations are on phone or via text message. So yeah, COVID's just been putting a lot of stress. Like, I haven't seen any of my friends. Granted, I haven't seen any of them in a long time anyway, but COVID definitely hasn't helped with any of that. And yeah, it's just been a lot, and it's been really stressful. So yeah. And also, speaking of Twitch has been going, or personal stuff. I guess personal stuff is technically Twitch. Twitch has been going okay. We haven't seen any growth, but we haven't seen any decline really either. The people who watch have been watching. I don't know. I mean, there hasn't really been any growth, so I can't really say anything about it. Of course, I do want to grow the channel, but oh man, I have such a hard time committing to being like I don't want to call it a sellout because that sounds extremely rude, but like going out of my way to self-advertise in the ways that really help grow your channel and stuff. I have a hard time doing that. Like, I'd rather people find me and enjoy the content instead of like being, I don't know, directed into it. I don't know, but it's important to find people with similar interests. It's a whole can of worms I don't want to get into. But anyway, I think that's just about it on personal stuff. There's probably more that I just can't think of right now because there always is. I mean, besides like, I mean, I don't want to bring us down or anything, but like the depression stuff that you guys know that I struggle with regularly, that's still going on, of course, because a lot of people think that like just because you become happy once, right, like your depression has gone away and you're like cured of the depression disease or something, right? But it's not how it works. Depression is a never-ending game that you play cat and mouse with that you never truly cure. You just subdue for a little while, or you try to find a better place, a better headspace, a better way to deal with the depression. So I've still been in that boat for a while, and it's been really unfortunate. But you know, we've been on a lot more upswings than we've been on downswings here lately, which is important. Always important to be more up than you are down. I think that's about it. I apologize if I missed some personal stuff, but now I'm gonna move on to the goals and the future of YouTube, as I do in every video, and I've been proven wrong many a times in the past. Hopefully I'm not this time, but we won't know unless I give you the goals in the future of YouTube. So if you've made it this far, apparently you care ever so slightly at all about the YouTube, and hopefully about me as well. I could use some help with content ideas. As much as, you know, I'd like to pretend I'm like the giga brain guy of the universe who can come up with the best videos and the best ideas ever, I really can't. My idea of a video is me sitting in front of a camera, talking about the game I'm doing, speaking about like my thoughts, decisions, why I'm doing stuff, teaching people cool things if I can, and just playing games to have fun, stuff like that. But I am willing to do other things, and I would love some ideas if anyone has any. I've had a couple ideas, but it would take a lot of time and knowledge. I mean, I'm not against learning either. One of the ideas I was having recently was the idea of watching a video, or like putting out a video every week that's like, hey, go watch this movie, and then on Friday we're gonna have a conversation about it. And then I post a video where I have like my face in like the bottom left. You guys can't see my mouse, but imagine my face in the bottom left, and like the cover art in the center, and then occasionally we'd show clips or scenes from it, not long enough to get copywritten, hopefully, because that is a giant problem right now on YouTube. Is copyright is destroying all content everywhere, in my opinion, because of outdated laws. But you know, that's personal opinion. But yeah, something like that where we discuss the idea of the movie, like what we thought about it, what moments we loved, what moments we didn't like, what we thought the premise of the movie was, and if we think it delivered on that premise. Just something like that. I'd write a very basic script, kind of like this, but probably a bit more obviously than 3 sentences, if you even want to call personal stuff a sentence. But that was one of the ideas. The other ideas were games. Yeah, I don't know how hard I want to lean into the whole idea of going for games. So one of the things that happens on YouTube is very, very weird. Like the algorithm for YouTube doesn't make any sense. Obviously you see everywhere, if you type any video, any creator in, you'll see their face with a, oh my god, I can't believe it's happening, or something like that, right? Like and their thumbnails are always something like that. It's like, you won't believe what happened, with like, oh my god face, right? That's everywhere because that gets clicks and it gets good on the algorithm. Faces are really important on the algorithm. I know that much. I've spoken to a few YouTubers who have made it a lot more successful than I have, doing similar types of content. And a lot of them have moved to either that kind of thing, or they do, when they do their custom YouTube thumbnail, I guess is the way of putting it, is they will purposely put one that shows like the face of a monster, or the face of your main character, or like a very colorful pivotal moment. I don't, if you guys go through my most recent videos, you'll see that I haven't made custom ones. Right now, as dumb as it sounds, and it's like you'll never grow if you don't put an effort, I understand that, but as far as it is right now, I don't feel like custom I don't feel like I'm in the algorithm, right? Like, you can get in and out of the algorithm. That's why a lot of people say, like, if you are doing videos that are doing poorly, aka my Isaac videos, then you should stop doing those videos, because there is a, like, to fall into an algorithm loop and to fall out of the algorithm loop are real things, and you can kill your channel by doing bad videos. That's why if you see content creators like IGP, Indie Game Promo, he's a very popular YouTuber, or at least more popular than like a lot of fucking people, right? He's like millions of subs. If he has a video that does poorly or something, he'll delete it, and the algorithm does the same thing on like Twitter, right? So if you get a bad tweet, you'll delete it, and if it doesn't get much interaction and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I want to indulge in that. Obviously, if I want to grow, I do need to get into the algorithm. That's just like a way of life. There's no way to escape that. There's very, very few creators who have not fallen to it. Like one of my favorite creators of all time, Northern Lion, which I highly recommend still. I recommend him every single chance I get. I think he's one of the best YouTubers I've personally ever seen, and I still watch his videos regularly, even when putting out content of my own. He's even starting to fall for it. Not, and I don't mean fall for it as in a bad way, because I know that when you use that word fall, it means it's like, oh, it's like a fall from grace. It's not. It's a change in attitude to fit with the rotating, universe we're in, right? You gotta meet the new standards of the world. That's just how life works, baby. And he started to do it too. If you click on any of Northern Lion's videos that aren't Isaac, because his Isaac are guaranteed to be good and guaranteed to be his popular content, because that's not quote unquote what made him famous, but that's one of the things that has been a staple on his YouTube for literally the entire time I've ever watched him, right? So on all of his other videos, he always has a face in it or a title that's clickbaity, which I completely understand. So I don't know if we want to go into that, because like, I don't know, it feels dirty to me. But something else, anyway, we got us on this conversation in the first place, and somehow I remembered, you got to be impressed about that, is so videos fall in and out of the algorithm, as I was mentioning earlier. The algorithm is its own beast. It's a weird thing, and you can't really know when something is gonna fall in and out of the algorithm. It's almost impossible to find out unless you're already in the algorithm. Then you can kind of like keeping the status quo is really important. Well, here recently, I've had a video fall into the algorithm, but it's quite unfortunate because it's a game I not only didn't do much of, but it's a game that I kind of tired myself out of just playing way too much. Um, it's specifically, just so you are aware, it's my modded Divinity Original Sin 2 series. It only had like 5 episodes because I started playing Divinity Original Sin 2 when it was still in early access. I bought in quite early because I did love the first game a lot, and I played it to completion like 3 or 4 times, I believe. I think I may even have almost all the achievements on it. I was about to say all, but it's definitely not all. There's a lot. And it was an incredible game. But I bought into the second one quite early, and I was playing with mods quite early too, because, well, so many of them were coming out, and they were really high quality and fun and all that stuff. Well, obviously updates break mods, and modders are not forced to keep adding mods. They do it for free, right? They do it for the love of the game, the love of the community, the love of modding. So a lot of my mods broke when a giant update came out that like fixed a lot of the issues that the game had, which it needed, obviously. But that just kind of killed the series because, well, if you have a character, I don't know any of the mod characters I had in it, but let's just say you had a character named Dark Knight, right? And the Dark Knight mod didn't get updated and has no plans of getting updated, and he was one of your core like characters you had. Well, you kind of can't play the game anymore if you just don't have another character, or he's just deleted entirely. All his gear, his skills, all the stuff that you've done with it that can break other stuff in the game. Just taking a mod out can break stuff. So that's kind of been the issue with that whole thing. And I don't know if I want to try to chase this algorithm that I've fallen into, because while I do still have love for the game and I haven't played it in quite a long time, there's been like 4 major patches, I believe. Um, there's been a wealth of content added. There's new mods, obviously, so we could dive into that. But I don't know if I want to chase the algorithm, because I've tried it in the past. I can't remember what game it was. We had another game that fell into the algorithm. It just got like 150 views out of nowhere. And I'm sorry this video's long. I know you guys are like, shut the hell up. I get it. I'm just gonna keep talking though, because this is an update video, and if you feel like watching, you're gonna watch. If you don't, well, it's gonna get 1 view anyway. So what do I care? But I have had things fall in the algorithm before, and I did try it. And you can actually fall out of the algorithm by making videos of the videos that are in the algorithm. Does that make any sense? Of course it doesn't. It's extremely confusing. So I don't really know how to surf that. I don't really know how to navigate those waters. It's very confusing. And but to, I guess, talk about a little bit more of the future instead of just the projections. The current stuff that is on the YouTube is going to stay on the YouTube for quite a while. I'm loving Isaac. The new update or DLC, I guess, they put out, Repentance, is absolutely incredible. One of the best DLCs I've ever played for any game ever, and I would say that 1,000 times out of 1,000. They literally made the game infinitely better. Like, not just slightly better, literally infinitely better in every way. It's just a better game now. And so that's definitely going to keep going for a long time, even with the low views, just because I really do enjoy it. Now, secondly, Rogue Legacy 2. There's a large amount of content we haven't even seen yet. We just got to our second boss recently. We're on, what, episode 16 now? So we've just seen the second boss. We haven't even beaten him. And I know that there's tons of more runes to unlock more stuff, like the Metroidvania kind of style content. And yeah, there's tons of more content to go on that, and I'm still enjoying it. So Rogue Legacy 2 is going to stay. Now, I really want to add in more content. So one of my issues right now is when I record, I don't really know how I want to split it, right? Because here's the thing. I need to record Rogue Legacy 2 because not only is it doing well, but I'm enjoying playing it. So obviously you want to record that. Isaac, I'm also thoroughly enjoying, so I want to record that. So what I've been doing is I've been doing a 2-3 system or sometimes a 4-4 system where I'll do 4 videos of each, right? But then how do you split them up? Because say the Rogue Legacy 2 content does infinitely better than the Isaac content. And if you release 2 videos a day, one of those videos is going to get pretty destroyed unless you have a very like engaged follower base or viewer base, I guess is a better way of putting it. That second video is going to die, like no matter what. And I've tested this many times in the past, and just recently I tested it with another video. So I put, let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. So I put an Isaac video out, right? This Isaac video is Butterbean is OP question mark, which is a little clickbaity, not to mention, and it actually has a pretty good thumbnail. But I actually did find out that Butterbean, in my opinion, is kind of OP in that video, if you're curious. But that's not the important part. The important part is I put that out at 12, which has been my standard upload time for a little while. I still don't, and that's another thing. If you have any idea on upload times and you want to suggest something, feel free, because I currently don't really have a plan for upload times. I've just been doing it whenever it kind of struck me, I guess. I don't really know how to say that. Like 12 has been a decent enough time. It seems like it gets a decent enough view. It's when a lot of people start to have lunch breaks so they can watch it, or they can see that it's there and then add it to watch later or something. Just however that works out. And then I've been releasing, if I have a second video, I've been releasing that at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it's just 4 hours later, you know, if you've gotten done with the first video and, you know, you're still on YouTube just chilling out watching content, there's another video that pops up. I don't know timings. If you have any suggestions on that, like when would be a good time for you? If you could convert it to my time zone, that'd be incredible. If you can't, at least tell me your time zone so I can kind of have an idea. I know that I have EU viewers and I have viewers from different countries and all kinds of stuff, and hell, even different sides of the United States. I've seen people that watch my videos in California, and I think, what are they? Is it 3 hours or is it 1 hour? I can never remember. I'd have to look it up. But they're X amount of hours behind me, think. Could be. I don't remember. I'm not gonna claim to remember either. But yeah, so those kind of things are important, and I haven't learned video timings at all yet, and I don't really know what works for people and what would work for me, because obviously I record the videos in bulk and I can release them whenever, so timing isn't an issue. I just need to know when it's best for people to want to watch it, right? But anyway, back to what I was originally saying. I put out an Isaac video and it did 5 views. Now for Isaac, that is a high amount of views. Like if I just scroll through the Isaac videos, we have 8 for the very first one, then we got 2, which is literally nothing. Then we have 1, 4, 9, because I literally clickbaited it and it worked. Here's 3 damage train wreck with 2 views, literally nothing. We have one with 4, 1, 5, 5. So as you can see, 5 is pretty good. Here's the newest Isaac videos. We have 5, 2, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, it's like nothing, right? It's on, but if you like compare that to my Rogue Legacy 2 videos, it's like super small. Like I have a one here with 44, there's a 19, 16, 10, 9, 9, 19. They're much higher average, right? But I released this Isaac video. It got 5 views, which, like I said, is high for an Isaac video. And then directly after, at 4, I released a Rogue Legacy 2 video, which, as we just got done covering, historically has been pretty good. And here we go. I got 5 views on that video. So releasing 2 videos, in my personal opinion, and I've done this in the past, I don't feel like bringing up all these specifics of it, but I've done this in the past, and it almost always kills the second video. Like, you will get views if it's a good series and people want to watch it. As you can see, we got 5, but I've done this in the past and gotten 0 on on videos because it's like the series isn't super popular, and yeah, it kills that video. So I do want to do multiple uploads a day, but that's my greatest fear, is that they just end up, you know, tanking. But now back to the whole original point of this whole conversation is, I don't know if I want to try to give in to the algorithm and try to figure it out, or what. And more importantly, I'm going to end the video here because it's 25 minutes long, but I want to reach out to you guys and appeal to, you know, what kind of bullcrap we get into. So, do you have any ideas for videos? They need to be pretty simple, okay? I don't know a lot about editing. Even if I want to do that movie idea that we were talking about, I think this video is actually about to end, which is going to be funny, because I think I'd die here. Or do I not? This isn't one of those videos. Okay, this isn't the one where Bumble got to laugh at me. Thank God. But, so, what kind of video content ideas would you like? Like I said, they need to be pretty simple. I don't have a lot of editing knowledge. Even that simple video idea that I was talking about, where we watch a movie and then we have a discussion about it in the comments, and you guys watch a video about me talking about it, that would even take me some learning. Like, I would need to learn how to do, like, I need to make a scene for it first off, and then I need to learn how to, like, input clips and stuff, and then how to do audio and audio balancing. I need to learn all that stuff, which I would be willing to learn if there was enough interest. But do you have any basic ideas, aka other games that you'd like to see? Simple ideas like the movie idea that I could learn in, like, a weekend, maybe? Just something like that. Are there any new games you've heard of that you think would be interesting for the channel? As you know, that we do a lot of roguelikes. We don't do playthroughs of games because playthroughs don't get views. That goes to Twitch. Just what kind of stuff do you think not only would you personally enjoy, but do you think maybe would be a fit for the channel? And I guess I'm gonna go into the video. I could keep talking because, like I said earlier in the video, I'd never shut up. Blessing and a curse. Ask my wife. But I did want to once again say thank you to everyone watching, not only this video, but all the other videos I've been putting out also. And in addition to saying thank you for that, I just wanted to say, let me know your ideas, let me know your criticisms, let me know everything that you have to say. I'm very receptive. Yeah, I may not change because I'm receptive, but I will listen and I will take into consideration. Sometimes I do change, but you know what I mean. It's hard to change when you don't really understand what to change, I guess is the way of putting it. But more of the same is going to be coming. Don't worry about that. I need ideas for new stuff because I want to put out more videos that people want to watch. I don't mind putting out the same stuff I'm doing because I'm enjoying it, right? And a lot of life is enjoying the things you're doing. But at the same time, not only do I want to enjoy it, but I want to make sure you guys enjoy it, and I want to make sure it's something that you guys personally want to enjoy. And the video is ending, by the way. It's a perfect time for me to call it out. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your comments, your feedback, your support. If for some reason you liked this long-ass video, hit the like button. There's no reason, because technically these can't even go to the algorithm because they're boring. But, and they're too long. Long videos are bad. I'll get into that some other time. But, yeah, if you liked it, like it. If for some reason you loved it and you're like, this guy has a face and he talks a lot, I'm subscribing. Feel free to subscribe. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Like, straight up. Hope you guys have coffee or tea, whatever your pick your poison, alcohol, whatever it is. I hope it's so good. It just makes you smile. And you just have one of those moments where you just sit back and you look around and you're like, you know, it ain't too bad today. I hope you have one of those moments. And if you don't, at least get some good ass food. Something to make you happy. Anyway, love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye, everyone. Have a good one.